before you put your curling iron into your mannequin's hair, it's very important that you test it. And you'll also be doing this for State Board as well. But you want to do this for your client's safety and yours. Sometimes your curling iron, your temperature may get up too hot. Maybe your curling iron is not functioning properly. So one thing you want to do for the safety of your client is you can use a neck strip, you can use a white towel, you can use a white paper towel, it doesn't matter. But what you're doing is you'll open that shell and close it onto that paper and then release it. And what you're looking for is to see if it scorches in it. Mine doesn't have any scorching on it. So what that tells me is that it's safe that I can put it into the hair without any problems. You definitely want to check it out before you use it, not after you begin. Okay, so we're going to do a figure 6. The difference between a figure 6 and an 8, you go from right to left. A figure 6, you either go all left or all right. The hair feeds in one side and it continuously goes through to complete a full circle curl. So I'm going to go left. Click and turn like you've been doing before. Don't twist that hair on the barrel. You just guiding it. Notice how it's coming straight beside it. I'm not letting it feed in at an angle. And that's how you get a nice, clean, completed circle. And use your comb to remove it. So the figure 6, I'm going to feed it all from the left side just because that's my choice. It's easier for me to work with. So click and turn as that hair comes to me from the back side. All I'm doing is making sure it's feeding in at this angle, not from this angle. You don't want it going in diagonally. The hair should be 90 degrees straight out from beside it. Place your comb for safety against the scalp, teeth first. This is good for hair that is less than 6 inches. 6 inches or less, it works really well. If it's over 6, then you're going to have to do a lot more clicking and turning, so you need a little bit more manageability to that curl. Very carefully feed those ends through, but make sure that you don't touch the barrel. The other thing you got to be sure if you're just learning with this is that it's not like you're curling iron at home. Many of those you can put your finger on the end. If you touch the end of this one, you're going to get burnt. So you want to be careful. Have your burn medication on the counter while you're learning. That portion of it anyway. And that's your figure 6. Now, while you're working, if you want to make sure that your curl stays nice and tight, it's perfectly all right that you clip it. You would just want to make sure that you clipped it to the base at the bottom, and you won't get any depressions in the hair. If you come across the hair with a clippy, and then it's warm when you do it, and then it cools down, then you'll leave indentation marks. So you would definitely want to clip it in the direction that you want it to go. So if I wanted this hair going away, and I'd curled it to go away, then I would clip it in that same position. You should curl it in the direction you want it to go, clip it in the direction you want it to go. Don't change the position from the way you want that hair to move. Same with the front. If I wanted that going back, just clip it gently at the base. Now, once you start putting metal clips into the hair, if it's a client, you really want to be careful, because if your curling iron comes in contact with that metal clip, it's going to create heat. It's a heat conductor, so you want to be careful that it doesn't create heat and burn your scalp that way. So constantly want to think about the safety of your client.